Do you have any physical symptoms that we could use as a barometer?
Yes. I have a toe joint that really
Hurts.
hurts a lot, and a thumb that really hurts a lot.
Same side? Haha.
Yeah, and I've got this redness in my eye the last.
Same side?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Right. Eye, thumb, toe,
And the knee sometimes.
and knee. Same side?
Inside, yeah. It's like.
Oh, wow. Whew. Right. Right now.
Yeah.
And the hip.
Oh, by the way.
Is there anything else we missed? How's that elbow? It's next. So I take that away. It's not next, because what's next is that we just clear this. You see, that's what's next. Okay. Now, could you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? Discomfort. Just don't.
You mean right now?
Yes, right now. Just so that we have something to go with. And this
toe
is not
like
our.
a 3 or 4 right now.
Is that the most significant speaking voice in the body right now?
Right at the moment, but if I put pressure on the thumb, that would be it. All I have to do is put pressure on it or move it.
Aren't you a massage therapist?
Mm-hmm.
Which one messes you up more?
My thumb.
Let's go with the thumb, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So just like in life, not this moment, but in life. Okay, so no, are you willing to press on it right now?
Sure.
And give a number.
Huh, interesting.
It's not there?
It's very mild right now.
Aye, aye,
The toe hurts more.
aye. Okay. I was stand corrected. We'll go with the toe. Energy is starting. Oh boy. Coughing, of course, is just a physical body's normal reaction, very common reaction to energy shifting. Coughing, sneezing, burping, throat clearing, all those kinds of physical, so there you go, for example, like that, body reactions, physical body's reaction to energy shifting. Oh. We'll be demonstrating the level 3 techniques because we're getting ready to go to a practice. So unlike a real session, quote unquote, this one is with the intention of working with life path issues, future chakra issues, soul contract issues at the level at which you'll be practicing this afternoon so that you'll be ready for your practice, right? I just want to move that because it was up against your jacket. And that might have been a problem. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, aligning, aligning, aligning. Starting the process of merging, starting to soften my energy body, really, really, really soft, dissolving, becoming like mist, as just mist. And now just like slipping in between all the empty spaces, the gaps in the energy body, just becoming becoming part of Jan. Coming to know what it is to be Jan. A lot of pain in my head, a lot of pressure in my head, just opening, 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 opening. Oh, right. Drawing the focus now to the, we'll do this opening process through our future chakra. Is this all right with you? Since that is the focus of our practice. So it's unusual and unusual in a demonstration. This is okay with you? All right, so we'll draw the focus into the reason that we're doing that is because we attempted to move into the heart chakra and that was incorrect. Incorrect. Try a different door. So not that you're blocking it. You understand it was an incorrect assumption on the body-mind's part. So now moving into the future chakra. And here we go. Here's where the doorway opens. So we begin to just Open up the future chakra wider, 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 wider. Opening up the future chakra to that universal source of light and love, drawing light and love from source into the front of the future chakra, allowing it to bulge, expand, and exhale out the back in a river of love. There's cratering in the bottom of the future chakra, cratering, just letting the river of love flow front to back, through us, and energy shifting through us and through our lives. So there's a story going on that something's going wrong, and to just understand that these things happen as an underline, an underscore, to draw our attention to something. There's cratering at the bottom of the future chakra, at the base. The riverbed of the future chakra is cratered. This is not simply for this one person. We even got an underscore to prove it, right? This is a universal phenomenon, is that when we begin to work with our future chakras, it's cratered and it's a mess. It's a mess. Drawing the light and love in, opening to receive, letting the river bulge, expand, and then exhale out the back, a river of love flowing in the front, and out the back. In the front and out the back is just the body reactions. In the front and out the back. Flowing through us and around us, through us and through our lives. Super sad, lots of pain. Drawing the focus out the back of the future chakra, opening up the doors, and it doesn't want to. It's like they've been bolted shut with a catch that has a little hook at the end. It comes down and no. So it's that element of divine presence we're most personally comfortable with that's on the other side of the door. We don't have to open it. We don't. But it will feel great if we there we go. Sorry. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Opening up. There we go. To that, energy shifting to that element of divine presence we're most personally comfortable with, and it's like a wave of love that's been there for a long time, just there, but there. And so now the love is flowing into the back of the future chakra and starting to run through that riverbed and out the front, in the back and out the front, in the back and out the front, through us, around us, through us and through our lives. We just let this flow back to front, 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 back to front. Someone, unclear exactly who it is, a being is walking around in the inside of the energy body, looking at leaks. But the leaks are love trying to get in. It's divine love trying to get in. It's just a misunderstanding. We can get so confused. We can think, I'm supposed to keep these leaks out, but it's actually love. It's life. It's essence of life. So I think we should just say yes. Is this okay with you? Mm-hmm. We say yes, we say yes, we say yes, we say yes. Oh boy, we say yes, we say yes. A lot of pain is happening now, we say yes. A lot of pain is happening, lots of pain flaring physically and everything, like my shoulder, I'm starting to feel very painful. But it's starting to clear. We just let it, we don't clench, we don't freak, we just let it clear. We let the river flow. Back to front, 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 through us and through our lives. Now the future chakra is starting to relax a little bit. It's like those crevices are starting, it's like the chakra is expanding and therefore the crevices are less obvious. Does that make sense? They're opening, flattening. Swishing back to front and front to back, swishing back to front and front to back, swishing back to front. Starting now to draw the focus down, right down the midline from the future chakra, down to the feet, through the feet, opening the feet. Wow, again that hook is there. Oh, wow, all the doors lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. Now, friends, when we're suffering deeply, this is a common natural reaction. A lockdown, it's common. It's common. It may be universal. It may be universal. Who among us has had this experience? So, friends, we have the opportunity to join in this. We can right now intend to receive healing. So now, at the bottoms of the feet, for all of us who are willing, and we could be watching this years later on YouTube, for all of us, and still have the opportunity to join in, for all of us who are willing to open the locks, so, to let in love, wow, let in love. Now widening the opening, wider, wider, opening to source below, wider, wider, opening to divine planetary energies, wider, wider, beginning to draw up from the very center of the planet. Divine planetary energy, Father Earth and Mother Earth, through us and around us in an upward rising river of love, letting the river flow earth to sky. Sorry, just the energy shifting, body reacting. Earth to sky, through us and through our lives. Some being is walking up spiral stairs. The spiral stairs are still inside of us. Unclear exactly what that's happening, but we're drawing the focus up, 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 to the crown and through the crown, connecting into source above. Whoa! Way, way, way farther than we think it is. Way farther than we think it is. Reaching higher. There we go. Drawing in all the healing frequencies we currently have access to, have ever had access to, will ever have access to, drawing these through us and around us. I'm going to need a 15-minute warning too. Through us and around us, through us and through our lives, let us flow sky to earth, letting this flow sky to earth, swishing the pillars top to bottom and bottom to top, creating that turbulence, cleansing, clearing, drawing the focus to the intersection of of future chakra and vertical channels, letting there it goes, pops into a bubble. Now as it pops, there are spikes that are coming in, spikes that didn't pop. It's like the bubble popped, revealing the spikes. And they're nasty, mean-looking spikes. These would hurt us. They hurt us. These spikes hurt. They hurt a lot. They're hurting a lot. Noticing the outside, we'll work with them, noticing the outside of the bubble, strong, light, bright, resilient, crackling with light, with love, with electricity. Whoa! It's really clear this is sacred space. Only beings that we invite in can join us right through the walls of the bubble. We're drawing the vortex. Whoa! Like a tornado of divine love, and it just takes that bubble and expands it and clears it and lengthens it and creates a beautiful sacred space, taking away everything that's being released the moment it's being released, leaving us in clear sacred space for healing. We can do anything inside of this, surrounded by divine love, right down the center of the vortex. Got to get that vortex deeper, deeper, deeper. It's not deep enough. I need help. No, I'm being lazy. All right, I'm being lazy. There we go. We continually, all of us, fall into the trap of wanting the higher dimension beings to do our work for us. We have to do our work. If it's our work, they can't do it for us. There we go. Right down the center of the vortex. Now we're inviting the living waters, pure essence of divine love, to flow right through. Oh. Wow. Asking our guides, angels, healing light beings, all the higher dimension beings who are willing to join us. We're grateful for your presence. Wow. So immediately we're going to be opening this up to planetary healing, to how many people have suffered, you see, and gotten into a lockdown, and how this is messing up our lives, so badly. There we go. And so for all of us, yes, if this is okay, can we offer ourselves as a vessel? Is this okay with you? It's a way to deepen our own healing more powerfully than anything else we possibly could, is to offer ourselves in service. Yes, you can use us as a vessel. You can use us as vessels to hear this for all beings. And now these sharp, horrible, painful, awful, pointy things are angels are pulling them out. For everybody, who has this situation. For everyone, when we offer ourselves in service, of course we're helped the most because the work is being done inside of us. But it's for everyone who has experienced such pain, enough pain to cause a lockdown, and then these things come inside our future chakra, messing us up in a way that we're just, it's below the radar. We don't even know it's happening, especially given that the future chakra is off the map of the discussion. No one's even talking about it or looking at it. It goes completely unexamined and unhealed. Oh no! Wow! Waving the learner's permit. Waving the learner's permit. All right. Now we turn our attention to the higher soul. Just asking for permission. A little bit late. Somebody goes, a little bit late. Better late than never. Acknowledge, whoopsie, so sorry about that. Playing a grace card, sorry about that. Asking the higher soul for permission to do this work today. Work in the energy body and with the guides. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now immediately, just given the time constraints, we got to drop into the life path and to work with the feet. Probably a good idea. Life path with the feet, given that the physical symptom, that is our barometer, our intention is to heal the root causes of the foot pain and what they represent in such a way as to align with the soul plan. Our intention is to heal the root causes of the foot pain in such a way as to align with the soul plan, and knowing that our work is today to also be a demonstration for life path work. It just seems likely. Working with the life path of the foot. It's a good idea. Wow. And there is a huge metal stake, dark metal, right through the joint, anchoring us to the right here. Stop. Boom. That hurt really a lot, by the way. And it's bleeding out the back of the hole. And there's like a superimposition. That image and that sensation and that perception is really clear, and then kind of like superimposed, like if a video screen had the big screen and then the little screen in it. I don't know if I'm saying that in a way that makes sense. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in there we see the foot of the crucifixion, the feet of the crucifixion, there. We don't want this thing here anymore, right? We just want it to come out, right? It's probably going to hurt a lot when we take it out, right? You're okay with this, right? We're on board. Oh, that really hurt. Wow. Whew, that was a jolt of pain through my left foot. Whoa. We're willing. Wow. We're willing. Wow. Wow, wow. Use this as vessels for all beings. This is okay. Use this as vessels for all beings who have just like stopped in their life path right here. Boom. Wow. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Wow. So removing this for all beings, right? So who's ever just been stopped in their life path, like life's going along, and then boom, everything just stops moving, right? So have an opportunity to join in the healing. Join in the healing. Me too, me too. Me too, me too. Me too, me too. Me too, me too. Oh. Sorry. Just physical body shifts, reactions to the energy shift. Oh, poop, it just came out with a sound like wow, now it's really like bleeding really bad, but the bleeding represents the hurts that were behind it anyway, like inside of it, suppressed. It was bleeding anyway, and now the blood can come out. It was bleeding anyway, and now the blood can come out. Does Does it stop bleeding when the bleeding is internal? It just keeps bleeding, right? It just keeps bleeding. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, how much time? Oh jeez. This is impossible. Waving the grace card. Oh. Right. Right. The only way, when there isn't enough time, is to offer ourselves as vessels to heal this for the biosphere, you see? Because angels can do it in a heartbeat, and angels, true angels, are only interested in helping if it's for the planetary level. Light beings, who everybody else calls angels, are helping with individual healing. Individual healing. And as fast as light beings work, and they have my humble appreciation, it's not the same game. They're not playing the same game. So we just offer ourselves as vessels to heal the biosphere, remove this for the biosphere. Heal it for the biosphere. And now those who are willing to be healed will receive help. And those who aren't willing, it'll go into energy escrow. And if and when they ever open the doors, it will be part of the wave of love that comes in. Does that make sense? Part of the wave of blessings that come in if and when they choose to open their doors. Right? There we go. But meanwhile, for all of us who wish to receive, it's here for all of us right now. So we offer ourselves as vessels. And the hand too, thumb too, while we're at it. And all these left body, the knee, it's all in this line. We get that there's a significance. Rotation on the path. Huge rotation on the path. The right side has been facing front, the left side facing back, and so literally almost like gangrenizing from not enough life flow, which if we're rotated long enough, that is what happens. It's just what happens. So we just rotate. So to have the intention to keep our left side into the front of the life path to align with our path, to overcompensate so that we are overcompensated to quick get some life force into this left side that is gangrenizing, dying from lack of life force. Rotating on the path, and now noticing that we aren't on the vertical, so to stand up on the path, needing more upward flow. It's impossible to stay vertical without enough upward flow. There's just too much battering happening in the physical dimension, and we just get knocked down right away again. There we go. I've got to stay rotated so I can move those so that I don't have there. Okay, we can do this. 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 We're just going to do it. So now we're on our path and we're rotated, hyper-rotated. Hyper-rotated, that's a specific word, hyper-rotated. It would be worth Googling. When they use these real specific words, it's worth Googling. And something will come up. Just Google hyper-rotation. Something will zing. You might have to look at several different, but something will zing and you'll go, oh, that's it. That's the message. Oh, and it's personal too because it's your demo. It's your demo. There you go. So hyper-rotating on the path. Hyper-rotating. Oh, hyper-rotating. Oh, here it comes. Hyper-rotating. Hyper-rotating on the path. Chunks of stuff are falling downstairs. Just chunks of stuff. Blocks. Pulsing the vortex, taking away everything that's being released, chunks of stuff still just coming down these stairs. Maybe from, I can't tell, unsure, unclear. Archetypal attic, the archetypal attic of humanity. The attic of humanity. The craziness of our species. Yes, you can use this as vessels. Oh, yes, you can use this as vessels to heal the crazy attic of humanity, right? The mental body, the crazy attic where we shove our stuff that we don't want to think about as a species. Whoa, yes, you can use this as a vessel. Whoa, yes, you can use this as a vessel. Now that spike thing was looking smaller. It's looking less. Yes, you can use this as a vessel. Yes, you can use this as a vessel. Oh, wow. Whew. Yes, you can use this as a vessel. What's happening for you? You okay? Yeah. No. Yes, you can use this as a vessel. Yes, you can use this as... Sorry, you can use this as a vessel. Wow, more upward flow. More upward flow. Deepening, deepening the connection with the planet. Whoo! A lot of energy flowing, pretty hard to stay stable. More up, there we go. Archangel Michael. Nope, that's not who that was. Wrong badge. What? Archangel Gabriel. We know that we're just not really got our act together, but we're out of time. So we're offering ourselves to you as a vessel. If you're willing to use us, we're very grateful. We offer ourselves as a vessel to heal the fear and confusion of humanity, heal the fear and confusion of the biosphere, heal the fear and confusion of the biosphere. Archangel Gabriel, we offer ourselves to you as vessels to heal the fear. And confusion of the biosphere. Archangel Michael, we offer ourselves to you as a vessel to sort out the energy of the world. Wow! Moving everything on where it belongs. Whoa! Moving everything on where it belongs. Wow! 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 Moving everything on where it belongs. There's all this stuff that was in the back of us is just like coming out. Woo! Woo! Archangel Michael, you can use us as vessels to sort out the energy of the world, moving everything on where it belongs, moving everything on where it belongs. Wow. This whole left side just being flushed. Give me a 2-minute warning too. Flush, clear, flush, clear, flush, clear, flush, clear, flush, clear. Whoa. Starting to tune, errors corrected, correcting the errors, tune, oh, sorry, I was doing my personal close. Sorry, can't do that, demo. Okay, asking for errors to be corrected, omissions to be included, things that were done poorly, to be made well done through grace, things that were done well to be made, divinely perfect, through grace. Thank you. Pulsing the vortex, pulsing the living waters. I'm asking for us to be drawn to perfect frequency and alignment and in harmony with the all that is. Asking for us to be brought once more to perfect frequency and alignment and in harmony with the all that is. Asking for us to be brought to perfect pitch and balance and in harmony with all that is. More upward flow, more upward flow. When it gets hard to speak like that, more upward flow, quick, more upward flow. Asking for us to be brought to perfect vibration. In a full state of empowerment, we have enough to live the lives we've come here to live. We are enough to be who our souls want us to be. We can do it. Once more, perfect pitch and balance, especially balance between the higher soul and the body-mind right now. Asking for our souls, calling for our souls to come into our bodies. We can't live life from the perspective of the soul without you. Oh boy. We need you. Please come in. For all of us, for all we touch, for all of us, for all we touched. Offering ourselves as vessels for all the souls who are ready to come in. Whoa! Offering ourselves as vessels like a tube, a conduit. You can use us as vessels to their own right place. Archangel Michael, you can use us as vessels to sort out the energy of the world, moving everything on to where it belongs, internalizing into skin, soft tissues, muscles, organs, glands, bones, all the cells of the body, all the molecules of the body, all the atoms of the body. Wow! Super big pain at the atomic level. That is the belief of the biosphere, clearing unhelpful beliefs. You can use this as vessels to clear the unhelpful beliefs at the atomic level. Oh my gosh. Waiving my learner's permit, waiving my learner's permit, waiving my learner's permit, waiving my learner's permit. Okay, sealing, 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 separating, stabilizing the individual pillars, separating into individual pillars, like unzipping the zipper, unzipping the zipper, unzipping the zipper, both stabilized with upward flow, taking that vortex, separating it as well, better than a bubble. Here, you get your vortex to go home with you. Here, you get your vortex. Now plant it deep where you live, where you work, where you sleep. Oh, it can clone itself. Plant it deep. There you go. Where you live, where you work, where you sleep. They're cloning themselves right now. That's what the snapping is doing. It's a holographic repatterning, triggering technique. Higher level, can't explain. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are complete, we are complete. Just stay, just stay, just stay. Oi, oi, oi. Just actively processing big time right now. I think it would be a really good idea to sit out the practice. Would that be okay with you? Just maybe the first half, maybe the second. We'll play that by ear, but whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh boy, oh boy. Is there anything you want to say? Are you able to speak? Later, we'll come back later. We'll come back later. Just process. Jamie, can you hold her feet and help her process? Just help her energy stabilize. She's all super high intensity processing right now. So I'll help too. Now, friends, comments, questions. Now's the time. Anything. Hartley.
I was picking up a lot of the physical sensation. I was picking up a lot of the physical sensations that she was mentioning before the start, in the toe, in the thumb, up on the neck and the shoulder. As you were going through the session, and I could just was feeling that. Yeah,
feeling it, feeling the sensations. Now, friends, if anybody else has questions, comments, it's good. But also, higher dimension beings wish to point out a couple of things. And that's that when we are in the zone, we do not have time awareness. We do not have time awareness. It is an eternal space. It's an eternal space. It's a fifth dimension space, that which is beyond time and space. And so we don't have time awareness. And because of that, time is very... it's ductile, which means stretchable, ductile, and is being stretched by the higher dimensions to accomplish things that is impossible for us to accomplish in earthly ways. So when Jan has had a chance to finish processing, we'll let her do this. Now, all we did was flush the future chakra, do a teeny little bit of life path alignment work, and we ran out of time, right? Does it seem like it's possible something significant occurred? Into the microphone so they can hear you. Yeah. But the reminder is it's a learning laboratory, and so we'll go through this in an artificial fashion, but just with clearing the future chakra, aligning with the life path. If that's all you get done, it's enough, right? Get a physical symptom to be the anchor. Our intention consists of the soul plan and something in the physical dimension, the real world, that's an anchor. Otherwise, they could be fantasy, right? There's nothing to anchor it. So, get a symptom, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, interpersonal, could be anything, some symptom, Physical is good to work with as a practice. Have the intention to heal the root causes in such a way as to align with the soul plan and engage in the practice, exercise, future chakra clearing, life path, work, and alignment. I don't think you're going to get to soul contract work, but if you do, just the questions. Just the questions. Is there anything to focus on that hasn't been focused on? And then just gather it up energetically. Here you go. Here you go, right here. Give it to them on a silver platter. That's what we're being shown right now, a silver platter. Put it on a silver platter. Here you go.